I was gifted this lovely book called Landscape of Hope by Heather Holdsworth. And I was gifted this by a very cherished person, very dear to me. And it's an illustrated journey of the Psalms. And if you look at this, the author had done this beautiful representation of, to me, I believe this is Psalm 1 because it says on each branch planted, he will be like a tree. He will be like a tree. And then down here it says planted, planted, planted. And so this is a representation of the verse, he will be planted by like a tree by the water. And it's beautiful. I would encourage you, if you're interested in the Psalms and an illustrated version of them, to take a look at this. And the author has a beautiful testimony, and she had a very dark place in her life, and she turned to the Psalms and threw herself in. And she's also does art, so she did these writings of so many of the Psalms, and then she did an illustrated version. I'm looking at this for the first time today, and I wanted to start looking at this one that's on page 140, and it is based on Psalm 9, and I would love for you to look at it with me. She does this writing here on the one side, and on the other side she does a beautiful illustration of the Psalm 9. And so I'm going to read this to you, if you will join me. The title of this writing is You Are Incredible. I will praise you, O Lord, with my whole heart. I will tell of all your marvelous works. I will be glad and rejoice in you. I will sing praise to your name, O Most High. Psalm 9, verse 1 and 2. I find it difficult to praise, said a confident student in an unguarded moment, or to be grateful. I sat a while with the statement, grateful for his vulnerability, considering the predicament. What stops us praising? What holds us back? What stifles our joy at others' success? For this ancient writing is effusive, a barrage of joy bursting into applause. It was during the COVID-19 pandemic when we drove past the huge billboard. They're mostly visually noisy things filled with faces and slogans and pressures to buy. But this one was still. One color, two lines. Thank you to our care workers. You are incredible, with a small insignia of the Scottish Parliament beneath. I choked up with gratitude spilled over with praise. Through months of lockdown, billions of people had been cemented together by one unifying fear. We cannot fix this no matter how lovely or powerful we are. We do not contribute to the cure. All the healing lies in the hands of others as they risk their lives to save ours. Praise and naked thank yous burst from our souls and dropped from our eyes. I think that's what David saw. He wasn't enough for the situation he faced. It was vast, paralyzing, but in strength and with healing, love stepped in and held him steady. So he ditched all decorum and burst into praise. Wholehearted thanksgiving comes when we realize we're not enough. He is, and he's all in. And this is the beautiful, beautiful illustration. In all of the illustration, the words are used of the psalm. And so these are the words of Psalm 9 in this beautiful illustration. I'm going to give you a closer look. And this is just very endearing. And so I would encourage you, if this is the type of scripture that speaks to your heart and you enjoy these type illustrations, I would encourage you to read this as well as go and check out her testimony. And again, her name is Heather Holdsworth, and this is called Landscape of Hope, an illustrated journey into the Psalms. So I appreciate you joining me. I hope that you liked this, and have a blessed day. It's all about Jesus.